Alright y'all, it's a day, man. I'm back with another video. I've been off of YouTube for a little bit, but I haven't been trying to force too much content out. I just been trying to give my mind time to get acclimated to being on YouTube and not get in the mindset of just making content for the views and just pushing stuff out, and it don't have no authenticity. So I've been going through life over the past few days, and if I'm being completely honest, I did a bit of backsliding, dog. I kind of been relapsing with stuff that I know I probably should have been a little bit more disciplined and diligent with. Taking steps back, not sticking to my word. It's like anytime I try and do good, my old ways keep coming back and I get stuck in my old patterns, my old emotional patterns, and it's been causing me to make like emotional decisions that ultimately get me stuck right back where I started from, and then I keep on having to deal with the same pain, going through the same cycles over and over again. And I never meant for my channel to become a channel where it was like I'm always talking about God, but it's like this channel is an authentic representation of me and what I'm going through. And right now, I really feel like I'm going through some type of spiritual awakening. So it's like, I gotta get on here and speak about what I'm going through because it's my testimony. But nonetheless, I didn't even have a direction or nothing for the video. I just wanted to record. And what I really wanted to start off by saying is that like, God is really a jealous God. You know what I'm saying? He does not bargain. God does not negotiate. He really requires your like full undivided attention, right? He does not sacrifice, like he needs your full 100% attention and your full obedience, man. And sometimes he knows the only way that you really gonna lock in with him is if he strips you of like everything. Like this year has been so like when I look back at it, it's been very interesting from the fact that I've had surgeries this year. I've had respiratory infections to the fact that to the point where I couldn't breathe. I'm going through this breakup with my relationship, and it's like each time God has brought me through my lowest this year, I still have fought with all my will and fought with all my might so that I can do what I want to do regardless of the trials and tribulations that he has been trying to bestow upon me. So yeah, like I was saying, I've just been kind of going through a whole lot this year, and I feel like God has been trying to get my attention. It's something that he's been trying to like, way before I moved to Atlanta and way before I had this situation going on, all year God has been trying to just get my attention and get me to hear his voice and get me to pay attention to him. And each time, it's like he'll take me through a season that's supposed to be a season meant for me to become intimate with him. And each time I'll come back and pick up my old habits. I had a bad respiratory infection. I couldn't breathe for like 3 to 4 months. Boom. As soon as I got better, I picked up my smoking again. So I wasn't able to receive the lesson or the blessing that was intended behind me having that respiratory infection. I had hernia surgery. I had to sit down for a few months. As soon as I got back right, I was up moving back to the gym. I didn't take no time, and I still started back smoking. I didn't take no time to fully heal and recover this breakup. As soon as I'm going through this breakup, I didn't take no time to just heal and no contact. I'm right back texting this girl trying to, you get what I'm saying? And it's like, ultimately, when God is trying to do something for us, when he's trying to get our full attention and we're not like listening to him, or we're not trying to see like, why am I going through these trials and tribulations? Why am I going through this season? Why is God putting me in this wilderness? When we're not trying to even take the time to reflect and understand that, and also when we're trying to put what we want in front of what it is that he's trying to tell us, he's always gonna cause us some type of pain that really like humbles us. Like when God humbles you, when you are being humbled, it is one of the most confusing but uncomfortable feelings. But at the same time, you be looking back like, yeah, I know what this is for. Like you humbling me, like you're trying to tell me nothing in this world that you desire, nothing in this world that you seek, nothing in this world that you fulfill, you're not gonna find no peace in that until you listen to me first, right? It's like, we'll be so unknowingly defiant, or sometimes we'll be like knowing that we're being defiant, but somehow we feel like we can trick God into making us have it our way, or we can trick him, or sometimes we just feel like we can get God to be okay with us doing what we want to do and pushing what he really wants from us for us to the side. And it's like God is such a jealous God to the point where it's like, if he's telling you to do something and you trying to do it your way, he is going to, however way you trying to do it, he gonna let you have your fun with that for a little bit. He gonna let you have your time with that for a little bit, and then he gonna hit you with a spirit of conviction so heavy to the point where it's like, okay, now I have no choice but to make these changes. And if you don't make the changes that you need to make, he's gonna somehow make the situation to the point to where the changes are just made abruptly. And now you're sitting there dealing with the pain anyway. So it's like, when God is talking, like, we really gotta listen, because he's gonna humble you, and then you're gonna be sitting there looking real hurt face, like, I should have just listened to bro from the beginning. Like, no cap. I feel like throughout this whole year, God hasn't let me get comfortable with anything. He hasn't let me fall in love with anything too much. He hasn't let me just cling on and hold on to anything too much, because it's like he knows that I'm looking for a holy grail. He knows I'm looking for a void filler. It's like he knows I'm looking for that thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, with my trading, I'm so stuck on trading. Like, I have to make my trading work. He won't let me be successful with that, right? With weed, it's like that's where I found my peace, but I keep having health issue after health issue. He won't let me just smoke in peace, right? With the relationship, Lord knows I wanted to try and make this thing work the best I could, but it's like he literally is saying like, no, bro, you need a relationship with me. And the thing about it, when you trying to talk to people about this or explain this type of phenomenon to people, is like a lot of people don't understand. So it'll leave you so emotionally exhausted and frustrated. Like, you get to the point where you almost feel like you're emotionally unstable, because nobody really understand when God calling you, right? Because people will start making it seem like, oh, you acting funny, or you being inconsiderate, or almost as if like you want to make these changes. And a lot of the times, the changes that God is asking us to make, or the adjustments or the revisions that God is asking us to make, we don't even want to make them, right? But it's like when he's really calling you, and you willingly choose not to answer, or you choose to like pick up the phone and be like, I gotta hear what you're saying, but let me try and do it my way first. He humbles you every time. Like, and it's just a really weird and confusing feeling, because when he's trying to humble you, if you don't just sit down in humility and be humble, and you still try to do stuff your way, then it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. Like, and that's what I'm going through right now over these past few days. God, he sat me down. He brought me out of something. And he like, bro, I need you to really. He made the situation so ideal for me to the point to where it was like, it was cool. Like, just sit down and just chill right here. Everything ended fine. Everything was cool. And he was just telling me, surrender, give me the wheel, let me drive this car right here. Let me do it. Let me handle this, right? I'm such a control freak. I kept on trying to just, I heard what he said, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do stuff my way. I'm gonna try to control the situation. I'm gonna try and fix things. The only person that can fix a broken situation, a broken heart, a broken bone, a broken limb, anything that is broken, a broken opportunity, a broken household, a broken marriage, the only person in this world who can fix anything that is broken is God. And that's so real. So when we try to take a step above him as if our authority is higher than his, and we try and fix things, it's only bound to get worse and cause you more pain. And that's what I've been doing. When we strive away from his word, the word says, lean, not like walk by faith, not by sight. It says, lean not on your own understanding. When we go against the word and really try to do things on our own, it's bound to fail. It's bound to blow up in our face. And That's just the importance of staying prayed up, sticking to the word, and just letting God be number one in your life. Because when you start striving away from that, everything only gets worse, right? Like I was saying, yeah, like anything I get too comfortable with, anything that starts giving me the feeling that I think is what I need to make me finally have my peace, anything that I fall in love with, anything that I become addicted to, anything that I start idolizing, God will not let me like have it. He will not let me have it my way. He'll let me get comfortable with it to a point right where I kick my feet up, and then he'll pull all the legs from underneath the table, and my whole world come crashing down. And it's such being that I'm new to my walk with Christ, and I'm new to this faith. It's so frustrating because it's like, it's gonna sound so weird when I say this. It's like, God, why won't you just like let me do me? But he's not going to let you do you when he has chosen you. Does not mean that you're better than anybody. This doesn't mean that you think you're above anybody or nothing like that. But it's like, this is in the word, bro. I never meant for my channel to become like this, but it's like when you're getting spiritually woken up, and when God calling you on your walk, the only way that you can make sense of this stuff is going to the word. That's the only way. And what is it? Isaiah 41:8. It says, "But you, Israel, are my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the descendants of Abraham, my friend. You whom I have taken from the ends of the earth and called from its farthest region. And I said to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you and have not cast you away. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand." Right? I'm gonna read it on the Bible app, the easy version, just so I can translate it a little bit too. Like, man, this stuff is so real to the point where it's like, I gotta talk about it. I got to. It says, "But you, Israel, are my servant. Yes, I have chosen you, descendants of Jacob. You are descendants of my friend, Abraham. I led you back from the ends of the earth. I have called you to come from places far away. I have called you to come from places far away. I have said to you, you are my servant. I have chosen you. I have not thrown you away. I am with you, so do not be afraid. I am your God, so do not be upset. I will make you strong. I will help you. My powerful right hand will keep you safe." So as I'm reading this stuff, I'm like, man, this is why, regardless of what I'm trying to do within my own willpower, you won't let me do it. What if what we're trying to get comfortable with, what if what we're trying to confide in, what if what we're trying to find peace in, what if what we're trying to find love in, what if what we're trying to find validation in isn't really what God wants for us? What if that's really not a part of the plan? Regardless of how good it feels or how well we may think it fits into our puzzle at the current time, if it's not what God wants for us, then we cannot force it. Like, I've been smoking weed since I was, 17, 18, and I'm 25 right now. Do y'all not know my life has not had any inclination since I've been smoking? And I got degrees, I'm smart, I'm very well spoken, like I got credentials, because God, that never wasn't God's plan for me. It couldn't have been if I haven't gone anywhere while I've been doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, my day trading, I'm not saying that that's not in God's plan, but the way I have been going about executing that thing, that's not how God wants me to be doing that, right? It says, "I am with you, so do not be afraid. I will make you strong. I will help you. My powerful right hand will keep you safe." Like, that relationship that you in, that you can't find no peace in, what if that's not what God wants for you? That job that you in, that you really just like, what if it's not what God wants for you? Why every time God takes something away from you and you getting so mad, you getting so frustrated, you getting so upset? What if it's just really like him protecting you, or him just really just trying to look out for your best interest? You get what I'm saying? It's like, and you'll be so frustrated, you'll be so mad, you'll be so upset. It's like, God, I want what I want. Let me do me, bro. Leave me alone. But he said it in the word. He like, I have chosen you. He's not gonna let you do it. He's not. And I didn't have no plan for this video or nothing. I just wanted to get and speak on what I've been going through for the last few days. Because I have definitely backslid. I went like 2 days without reading my Bible. I went back and tried to do something within my own willpower, and it just keeps on blowing up in my face every single time. And then I keep having to come back, deal with the pain. The only person I can turn to is God. So what if he really just has you in your wilderness and he wants you to not focus on nobody, no opportunity, no place? What if he really just wants you to sit and connect with him and focus on him only? Everything that you're looking for, you cannot find outside of him. What if that's really what he's trying to convey to you? What if that's why you can't sleep at night? All these thoughts racing through our minds, all the anxiety, all the depression, all the, oh, I want this job, I want this car, I want this girl. What if he like, no, I know what you want, but you need to want me before anything. That's the thing that I think that's the message that I'm trying to get across for the video for the most part. Like, God has to come first. Anytime God isn't the priority before you make the decision will ultimately come back and bite you in the ass. It will. Like, God has to be a priority. He can't be an option. He can't be a choice. He can't be someone that you negotiate with. He can't be someone that you just try to convince to let you do things your way. Like, he has to be king, and whatever he says, it has to go. If he say let this person go, you gotta do it, regardless of how much pain it costs you. If he say get up and move to a whole new city, you gotta do it, regardless of how uncomfortable it makes you. If he say, bro, quit that job, you gotta do it, regardless of how scared that you are. Like, and you will never know the reasoning why. That's where faith really is like, damn, bro, you really gotta have faith. You really gotta have faith, and that's something I've really been struggling with. I've been struggling with control. That's why my emotions have been so unstable and volatile, and it's like, damn, if I really just this whole time had just been trusting in God and putting God first, a lot of the stuff that I had been going through, if I had been seeking his word and really understanding that he's trying to get my attention. Like, God's calling you, bro. If I really been listening to his calling and picking up the phone and been like, all right, God, what we talking about today? If I had been doing that, my whole year would have been better. My whole year would have been better. And I've been denying him time after time after time. I've been denying him. Oh, you hurt me? You put me through this surgery? I don't care. I'm still gonna do what I want to do. Oh, you took my lungs away from me till I couldn't breathe? Oh, okay, I don't care. I'm still gonna smoke. Oh, you won't let me have no peace in my relationship? I don't care. I'm still gonna keep pursuing her. Oh, you won't let me get a better job in this? You won't let me get no money? Okay. You won't let me make a whole lot of money in one day? I don't care. I'm still gonna keep risking all my money on these charts. And it's like, how much am I gonna humble you before you sit down, sit in your humility, let go of your ego, put your pride to the side, and just be like, all right, God, I'm gonna listen to you and I'm gonna be humble. God, I'm gonna surrender to you. It's crazy. I never meant for my channel to become, I never meant it. Okay, yeah. So Proverbs 16:9, it says, the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. That's so powerful. The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Proverbs 19:21, it says, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Y'all, when you read that word, when you really read that word, you gotta be ready. Because when he's telling you that you're chosen and he's calling you, if you keep ignoring it, you cannot ignore the call. And if you keep on ignoring that call, imagine somebody keep calling your phone and to the point where you put them on block list. And now they can't get in contact with you no more, period. So they could be calling trying to tell you anything and you just don't want to hear what they gotta say. And now you probably could be missing out on some key pivotal information that can help you save your life or save somebody else's life. Or imagine you don't put them on block, and imagine they just keep on calling, but you just willingly ignoring them. Or you picking up the phone and you're not really listening to what they gotta say. They could be trying to really save your life, or they could be trying to put you in position to better your life, or they could just be trying to put you in position to give you some knowledge so that you can avoid certain situations, but you don't want to listen to them. You're not trying to even acknowledge the fact that, bro, your phone is ringing. It's like, man, that's ignorance. That's ignorance. And if you once you get into this word and you're not ignorant no more, it's almost painful. It almost hurts, because it's like, you got that wisdom and now you know better. Sometimes it's more convenient to be living in ignorance because you don't have no standards to live up to, or you don't have no standards to uphold. But once you got them, it's like, I gotta do right. I gotta be righteous. I gotta live better. I gotta follow the word. I gotta crucify my flesh. Oh, that's the one. I gotta crucify my flesh. Oh, I love this person, but I gotta do it God's way. Like, man, when God calling, bro, you gotta answer the phone. You gotta answer the phone. And you gotta listen to the message. When you don't, oh my goodness. You set yourself up for a world full of pain. I'm telling you, this is my testimony, y'all. That's why I haven't been uploading. And then sometimes we'll try to blame it on the devil, or sometimes we try to blame it on other people. Like, no, bro, that's you not answering the phone. That's you not listening to the wisdom that God trying to give you through the word, through other people around you. That's you, and that's why you are in this position. Now you gotta sit in this pain, and now you gotta sit in all these emotions, and now you gotta go through these healing phase. Now you gotta go through all of this just because you simply wasn't humble from the beginning and listening to what God was trying to tell you. I don't know who this word is for, but when I tell y'all, this is my testimony. This is literally what I'm going through right now. Because every time God tried to talk to me, and every time he called me, I'll be like, God, I got this. I'm gonna control this. And he looking at me like, boy, who is you? Who is you to think you gonna do stuff your way? I bet, I'll let you do it. But watch this. He come through and flip tables. Like Jerry Flowers say, come through and flip tables. And then you sitting there looking at all the food splattered on the wall, all the drink on the floor, all that wasted. You looking like, I gotta clean all this up. Yeah. I tried to tell you about avoiding this mess anyway. So yeah, I don't know. This was a long video, and I guess the main messages in this video is, man, keep God first in anything that you do. Listen to him when he is trying to talk to you. When God's trying to communicate with you, listen to what he's saying. Be obedient to what he is saying, bro. And surrender to him. Real talk. Because he chose you for a reason. He chose you for a reason, so live by his standards. Uphold his standards. Have pure intent, righteousness with everything you do. Like, y'all, this is, I'm going through it. I'm going through it. And I'm so new in my walk. But I just know, like, the problem that you really think you're going through, like the problem that really got you feeling away, like, okay, maybe your tire went out, maybe your car not working, maybe you just got fired from your job, maybe you going through a breakup, maybe that opportunity didn't fall through like you wanted to go through, but that is surface level. That is not the real problem that you're dealing with. It's spiritual. I'm telling y'all, the real problem, like, it's just gonna be easy to look at the surface level problem and be like, man, this hurt, I want this. But it's like, the real thing is a spiritual battle that you're going through. It's like God is trying to awaken your mind. He's trying to show you something through whatever problem that you're going through. He's trying to bring you closer to him. So if you don't take the problem that you're going through and look at it like an opportunity to get closer to God, the only thing you're going to do is complain and cry and get deeper and deeper into that problem and dwell deeper and deeper into that problem. So then you're going to start overthinking. Then you're going to start needing to smoke. Okay, now the enemy got you. You're going to start needing to drink. Now the enemy got you thrown off. And you're going to get deeper and deeper in trying to fix or cope or alleviate the surface level problem that you have, instead of trying to feel the spiritual void that you really have, and then you're gonna stay stuck in that same pattern. That's how the enemy wanna work. And it's like, it's not until you start praying and getting into the word and listening to God and answering his calls when you start really understanding this ain't even about what I thought it was about. This surface level pain ain't even about this. This is about this. This is about me getting closer to my creator. This is spiritual. This is spiritual warfare. Like, that's what it is. It's like, man, the devil just been trying to get me. So, man, I could make this video go on forever, man. I just wanted to really just vent for a minute and let anybody know, man, if you're going through your calling, and bro, it's real out here. This is why you're not where you want to be in life, because you ain't got no God in your life. And you probably know him, but it's like, are you intimate with him? Are you really seeking him? Are you putting him first above everything else, above your feelings? God come before your feelings. I'm gonna end the video, man. I'm gonna end the video. But yeah, man, it's our day. This is another video. I hope somebody took away something from the video. And if you watched to the end, dog, really, really appreciate you, man. Yeah.